and with the stroke of a pen, the Comprehensive Peace Agreement came into force.
On the morning of January 9th, Africa's longest war came to an end. Sudanese who had been scattered abroad and awaiting this day praised God long into the night with shouts of Hosanna. There was freedom. Freedom from war, freedom from oppression, and freedom to worship the Lord their God. But in a twisted attempt to foil a time that should have been filled with joy, returnees began to be targeted for attacks in Uganda and Congo. Reports started to fill the airwaves of brutal assaults on villages led by Congolese rebels and LRA fighters. Thousands of Sudanese who had lived for 20 years in bordering countries were now being forced back across the border. There were reports of killings and mass chaos in the jungles. No one knew for certain what was happening, and as we set off for this region, we knew that we'd be heading into danger and an unspeakable horror.
It has received credible reports indicating that the elusive leader of the Lord's Resistance Army, Joseph Kony, has moved his group from hideouts in southern Sudan to a new sanctuary in northeastern Congo-Kinshasa.
The primary reason we've had problems with refugees is because of insecurity in the extreme south of southern Sudan, along the border with Uganda.
It is believed that Kony went there to link up with his long-serving deputy, Vincent Oti, who has been seen inside Congo's vast Karamba National Park.
Armed men, unknown gunmen, killed at least 38 civilians yesterday in at least 3 attacks.
Deep in these forests, we found evidence that cannibalism is amongst the atrocities used by warlords here.
Here, though, the local officials estimate that their population could double, and there's not enough food as it is.
In this camp there are more than 1,000.
1,000?
Yes.
So about 1 month ago is what happened with you, is the Congolese soldiers came to your village.
Yes.
They looted,
Yes.
took everything, and they said, go back to Sudan.
Yes, we go back to Sudan.
And many of the men were killed there by the Congolese soldiers. Is that correct?
I myself, in the location where I settled, what I found is only 10 people were killed and their lungs was eaten.
Their lungs were eaten.
Yeah.
So the Congolese soldiers kill the people,
Yeah.
and then they take the lungs out,
Yeah.
and then the liver,
Yes.
and then they boil it, or they just eat it raw.
Just eat it, yes.
Raw.
Yes.
And so like cannibals.
Yes, yeah.
So they actually take like the human flesh and eat it.
Yes. So the better I come to die in my holy land.
Yeah. He's still scared from the Congolese soldiers.
How many children do you have?
I have 8, and then 4 died.
Because of this trouble?
Yes, yes.
You lost 4 children?
Yes.
And when you pushed, how many days did you have to walk here?
I spent 13 days.
13 days.
Yes.
And that was so you don't have anything to live in. You built everything here when you come.
So no, even nothing to talk. Okay.
And the old people and the younger people, did they have trouble coming here?
Yeah, yes, family.
Was there lots of people who died along the way?
Yes.
some of them
Due
are
to
died,
hunger.
so we never count the number of whom are dead. More of them are died.
More of them have died all the way up to the border.
Yeah.
How many more do you think are coming from Congo?
I think because some of them are scattered on the bush.
Yeah.
So you never know how much of them are there.
But they are coming.
Yeah, they are still coming.
They're still coming.
But this is the first of them.
This is the first.
Yeah,
It's got an ulcer.
What's on the head? What about the other?
Nara.
And this is all they have to eat.
Yes, it's this small ones are less than 2 days.
Less than 2 days.
Yeah, to survive.
And people are all looking for these right now in the bush. How many people are like this, that are hungry, like this man?
More.
Most people?
Yeah.
How does one face desperation with such peace?
They used to eat.
To know that this could be the last meal you're ever gonna eat. Ah, the caterpillars.
Yeah.
They eat those also.
Yeah.
How do you face it with such calm? Waiting. Waiting for an absolution. She's a widow.
Yeah.
Her husband was killed by Congolese soldiers. To see your children starve before your eyes and know there was nothing you could say. Where did this evil come from? This power of death that seeks to destroy. And she walked all the way with this small baby. It cares not for the innocent, or for those who have done no wrong, but it is a thief, and it leaves you with nothing. It is the last enemy of the Almighty that will be conquered.